So hey guys, welcome back to our channel and today again we are going to review the movie and today's movie is Hocus Pocus 2. So in this video we'll know about Hocus Pocus 2's facts and ultimate in-depth review and analysis and we are talking about fascinating facts. So let's start it. Let's start it. With its introduction. So let's start with this. So nearly 3 decades after the original Hocus Pocus Enchanted audience, Disney finally delivered Hocus Pocus 2 in 2022. Fans eagerly anticipated whether the film could recapture the original's quirky humor, memorable character, and nostalgic Halloween charm. The sequel aimed to introduce the Sanderson sister to a new generation while satisfying the nostalgic cravings of longtime fans. Mm, This analysis explores the film's plot, characters, themes of production, details, reception, and cultural impact, delivering an exhaustive overview of Hocus Pocus 2. Now let's talk about its plot summary and scenes highlights. Mm, First talk about opening and setting the tone. The film opens with flashback to Sunday in the 17th depicting 17th century depicting how the original witches Winfred, Mary and Sarah were first cousins when setting their origins and establishing their mischievous nature. If we go fast forward to modern Sunday, we have a group of teenagers or young adults stumble upon an enchanted object, perhaps a spellbook or amulet that inadvertently awakens the Sanderson sister. The tone strikes a balance of humor, spookiness, and nostalgia. Now let's talk about the main plot of the movie. The destruction and chaos the witches are segregated in the present. They confused but eager to bring in their chaos, their personalities remain humorously exaggerated, portrayed as cunning. Judas Sarah as the gladiators, diva, and Mary as a movie sidekick. And if we talk about the modern day protagonists, a new generations of Salim youth, possible decades or inspired teens, team ups to stop the witches. Their journey involves comedic miscellaneous, magic battles, and clever plans, echoing the original themes but with updated humor and contemporary references. Talk about the climax and resolution. The climax involves a clever plan to banish or rewind witches utilizing modern tools, so spells, and crafts. Surprising twist, the witches are defeated once again, but the ending hints at potential future mischief for a sequel, leaving the door open for more adventures. If we talk about key scene and the highlights, so in this we are talking about first its scene, then its description, and then its significance. Okay, the scene, which is reception, description, the wishes are awakened via a ritual or spell, and its significance, it sets the stage for chance. The witches antics, classic romantic moments with their sister causing mischief, nostalgic humor and character development. And if we talk about the kids plan, young heroes devising a plan to stop the witches. And themes of friendship and bravery. And if we talk about final battle, magical showdown with the spellcasting climax of the film. And if you talk about post-credit scene, it is hint at the future adventures or returning villains. If you talk about significance, it seeds for sequel or spin-offs. Now let's talk about its character and performance. The Sanderson sister Winifred Sanderson, Bette Midler, is still witty, cunning, and commanding. Her humor balances mimic and camp. She is obsessed with the magic, beauty, and power. It over Mary Sanderson, Kathy Nazime, comedy relief, obsessed with smelling children and causing mischief. Slapstick moments shine and it over Sarah Sanderson. Sarah Jessica Parker, flirtatious, diva, and playful, often teasing her sister and victim alike. Our new protagonist, a relatable humorous group of teens or young adults, possibly including a descendant of the original cast or Salim locals. A clever, resourceful protagonist leading the charge and with our supporting friends, providing comic relief and heart. Talk about supporting character. Local Salim resident medical experts or quirky side character who add humor, lore, and depth to themes and messages. Nostalgia and rebirth. The film celebrates the original Hocus Pocus' legacy while updating it for a new audience, blending humor and horror. And if we talk about friendship and courage, the protagonic journey emphasizes teamwork, bravery, and loyalty in the face of supernatural chaos. Okay, now let's talk about behind the scene and production insight. If we talk about the script includes callbacks, humorous references, and modern pop culture notes. With our casting, talk about casting and performance. Original cast Midler Parker reprised their iconic role, bringing authentic and charm. New cast member were carefully chosen to complement the returning character, new appeal to new audience. Talk about film location and visual style. Talk about filming took place in Salem. Massachusetts capturing the authentic Gothic and Halloween vibe. The film features updated special effect, blending blending practical makeup and CGI to create magical effect. We talk about costumes and makeup. The witches' costumes say to their iconic looks, but may be modernized with updated fabrics or style. Makeup emphasized supernatural elements, glowing eyes, special spell effects, and creature feature. Talk about music and score. The soundtrack blends spooky fun and contemporary tracks, possible including remixes of some classic Halloween tunes. If we talk about visual score, the soundtrack blends spooky fun and contemporary tracks, possible include mix of classic balloon tunes, musical movements, include new songs or reference to the original music elements. Our reception. we talk about reception and cultural impact, firstly talk about critical reception, which studio critics appreciated the nostalgia and performance, but pointed out pacing issue or reliance on callbacks. If we talk about audience and fan response, fans loved the return of the Sanderson sister, celebrating the humor, costumes, and Easter eggs. Some fans some fans exaggerated. Some fans expressed frustration over certain tone choice or not development. If we talk about Hocus version, the film revitalized Hocus Pocus's cultural presence, inspiring Halloween celebrations, merchandise, and social media buzz. It became a seasonal tech fixture and a new Halloween tradition. Our memorable scene and quotes. First scene, a smart city quote, classic line from Mary, and its significance is nostalgic callback. That is which is mischief, takes time to cause some trouble. Significance, humor, and charms. And if we talk about the hero's plan, yeah, we have got the magic on our side. A significant college and the table to get about his finals costume focus. I make you focus. Climax and human post. We talk about proscriptives and which are inside sequel setup. We talk about why focus to resonate its endearing legacy, its faithful return of the iconic, which is combined with new character, new human appeal to both old and new fans. If it was celebrated Halloween's culture with humor, magic, and nostalgia. Reinforce the importance of friendship, family, and fun. During spooky season, it strengthens the friendship. place in Halloween, pop culture, and Disney legacy. About final thoughts and cultural significance. Traveled Hocus Pocus to successfully rekindles the magic of the original, blending humor, traveled Hocus Pocus to successfully rekindles the magic of the original, blending humor, nostalgia, and allow a spirit into a fun festive sequel, while some may see it as a nostalgic cash in on whether you are an origin or newcomer discovering the chess and takes Hocus Pocus 2 offers a delightfully spooky and entertaining celebration of Halloween magic and mischief. Let's talk about more. Now let's talk about Hocus Pocus 2 2022. The ultimate deep dive analysis and behind the scene takedown. With our introduction, almost almost 30 years after the cult classic, The sequel's arrival in 2022 was driven by a desire to honor the beloved franchise, introduce the witches to new generations, and capitalize on the ongoing highlight. Create the film's production was surrounded by anticipation, nostalgia, and high expectation, hence hoping it would recapture the origins sound while offering fresh new elements. This comprehensive uh, aims to explore every facet of Focus to from plot details and character development to production inside thematic exploration, cultural impact, and fan reception. Prepare for an exhaust look where the magical Halloween adventure we talk about part one, the plot from visuals. From distribution to resolution, talk about the plot from resolution to resolution. Uh, First opening scene, origins and settings. The film begins with a richly detailed flashbacks. Uh, if we talk about the opening montage, also insert the deep cultural history of the Salem witch trials and how magic has persisted across centuries and portrays Salem as a place where magic and music are part of the fabric for its story, and create the insight over the inciting incident awakening the which is fast forward to modern days, and we are teenager from beyond. Toward the return and rain, Charles, the sisters' personalities are exaggerated for comic effect. Winfred is cunning and commanding. Sarah is a flirtatious and diva-like. Mary is goofy and obsessed with smelling children. The hair contraptions are filled with tremendous slapstick humor and campy ending. The witch's return cause series of humorous and spooky incidents around Salem. The townspeople are either oblivious or confused, adding to the comedic chaos. The new protagonist and their journey, the main human character, are introduced slightly. Teenagers who are either descendants of the origin character or new Salem resident inspired by the legend. The leader, a smart, resourceful, and brave young person who takes charge toward friendship, friend supporter character who provide comic relief, emotional support, or surprising heroism. Toward love interest or quirky character adding depth and humor to the story. These protagonists band together to devise a plan to stop the witches from unleashing chaos or performing a dark ritual that could threaten Salem or the world. Talk about the climax and final confrontation. The climax is a magical showdown involving spellcasting, clever tricks, and humorous chaos. The protagonist uses a combination of old spell, modern technology, and their own ingenuity to defeat the witches once again. In the twist, the witches might attempt to cast a final spell or curse, that backfire, leading to their re-vanishing or temporary defeat. Our resolution and future teases. The film concludes with the witches being temporarily defeated, but hints at their potential return either through a post-credit scene or a subtle setup for future adventure. Salem is saved and the new heroes celebrate their victories, emphasizing themes of friendship, bravery, and embracing learn fun. Salem is saved and the new heroes celebrate their victory, emphasizing themes of friendship, bravery, and embracing learn fun. It offered character deep dive, returning icons and new faces. The Sanderson sister, the heart and soul of the film. Winfred Sanderson made Midler the charismatic, cunning, and humorous leader. Her sharp wit and commanding presence dominate the screen, but Midler's performance is a highlight, blending comedic and humor seamlessly. Mary Sanderson, the comic relief and goofy sidekick, her obsession with smiling children and her slapstick antics adds levity, energy, means comedic timing, brings her character to life, making her both hilarious and endearing. About Sarah Sanderson, Sarah Jessica Parker, the flirted years, a playful diva, seduction, and diva persona provide humor. Sam Parker's performance balances humor with a touch of menace. The new protagonist, fresh faces, and relatable heroes. The descendant or local hero are clever and humorous young person, possibly descendant of the original kiss or a celebrity with a connection to the witches lower. If we talk about supporting friends, the comic relief like sidekicks or love interest who add humor, heart, and chaos to the story. Antagonist, a new villain, a rebel trying to harness the witch's power, control Salem's magic, adding an extra layer of tension. Our supporting character and cameo to our selling terms, people, magical, expert or quirky. Side character provide lore, humor and help the plot forward. Good potential cameos and from original cast members, adding nostalgia and authenticity. Our themes and messages. What does the film say? Photography, nostalgia and legacy. The film celebrates the original Hocus Pocus, embracing its campy humor, memorable lines and iconic character. It underscores how story and magic can transcend generations. Photographer, friendship and courage. The young protagonist demonstrates that bravery, teamwork, and friendship are powerful tools against heavy themes that resonate with audience of all ages. To talk about power, responsibility, and consequences. The film explores the danger of unsafe magic and awareness of a responsibility. When wielding power, the witches shouting and antics serve as a humorous cautionary tale. About Halloween spirit and folk culture. It emphasizes Halloween as a time for fun, mischief, and embracing the spooky and silly side of life. We talk about feminine power. We talk about feminine power and agency. The witches are portrayed as powerful, cunning, and humorous figures celebrating female empowerment, campaign, and individuality. Talk behind the scene and production insights. Talk development and script. The project was developed to honor the original with writers and directors, aiming to balance nostalgia with modern storytelling. The script includes clever callbacks, meta humor, and contemporary reference to appeal to new audience while satisfying long-time fans. Talk casting and performance. The original cast members Midler, Parker, returning, bringing authenticity, chemistry, and nostalgia. New actors were carefully chosen to complement the returning character and appeal to younger viewers. Talk about filming location and visual style. Filming in Salem, Massachusetts was essential for authenticity, capturing the town's Gothic architecture, Halloween decor, and spooky atmosphere. The visual effect blend practical makeup, costume, and CGI for magical space transformation and supernatural effect. The costume and makeup. The witches' costumes stay true to their iconic looks but may incorporate modern touches. Makeup effects include glowing eyes, spell effect, and supernatural feature to enhance the witches' otherworldly appearance. We talk about music and score. The soundtrack features a mix of spooky fun and contemporary tracks, possibly including remix of Halloween classic. Talk about musical movements may include new songs, replies, or iconic melodies from the original. Talk Part 5 Reception and Cultural Impact. If we talk about critical reception, the film received mixed reviews. Critics praised performance, nostalgia, and humor, but criticized pacing or plot coherence. Many appreciated the return of the original witches and the humor, while some felt it relied heavily on callbacks. We talk about audience and fan response. Fans embraced the return of Thus Anderson's sister, celebrating their humor, costumes, and nostalgia. We talk about social media buzz and Halloween celebration shows, cementing the film's place in seasonal pop culture. Talk about cultural significance. The film energized the franchise, inspiring merchandise, Halloween parties, and social media trends. It becomes a staple of Halloween celebration, ensuring the witches' message lives on for future generations. Talk about Part 6 Memorable scenes, plots, and Easter eggs. Talk about I Smile Children, Marriage classic line, nostalgic callback, the witches reception. We are back, witches, modern humor, excitement. The heroes plan, we have got magic on our side, courage and teamwork. We talk about final spell casting, Hocus Pocus, I make you focus, climax humor. We talk about post-credits tease, future adventure, and sequel setup. We talk about Easter eggs and reference to the original film, including costumes, props, or dialogue. Possible cameo from the original cast members or voice appearance. Homage to classic Halloween imagery, movies, and pop culture. If we talk about Varsha and why Pocus to works and its enduring legacy successfully blends nostalgia with modern humor and storytelling, celebrates Halloween culture and the magic of friendship, bravery and mischief, reintroduce beloved character with fresh energy, ensuring their place in pop culture. Cemented it as a seasonal tradition, inspiring merchandise, themed events, and social media buzz. We talk about part 8, final thoughts and reflection. Focus 2 is a fun, spooky, and humorous continuation of the beloved franchise. While it may not surpass the original's cult status, it undeniably captures its spirit, embracing campy comedy and Halloween magic. It's a film that appeals to multiple generations, affirming that some spells like friendship, humor, and mischief never to be paid. Whether you are a die-hard fan of the original or new to the witches antiques, Focus to offer a delightful, festive experience that perfect for celebrating Halloween year after year. Now let's talk about more. Focus 2022, the ultimate in-depth analysis, breakdown, and cultural examination. talk in-depth analysis, breakdown, and cultural examination, introduction, and nostalgic return to Salem, spooky streets. Nearly 3 decades after the original Hocus Pocus, enchanted audience with its campy humor, memorable character, and hilarious charm. Disney's release of Hocus Pocus 2 2022 marked a significant moment for fans worldwide. The film was more than just a sequel, it was a cultural event, a nostalgic revival, and an attempt to introduce the iconic witches to a new generation of viewers. The original Hocus Pocus 1983 became a beloved cult classic, especially among allied enthusiasts thanks to its humor and charismatic performance of Bette Midler, Katrina and Sarah Jessica Parker. The sequel aimed to honor that legacy while adding contemporary mid-range character and modern cinematic techniques. This deep dive aims to provide an exhaustive analysis of every element of Hocus Pocus 2, from plot intricacies and character development to behind the scene insight, thematic depth, without transition to modern day and inciting incident. The narrator is accepted to serve in the present day, where a new generation of characters like teenager, young adults, or descendant system forms an ancient spellbook, relic, or artifact, possibly as a curse, amulet, or hidden spell scroll. It occurs unknowingly. A performer ritual spoil that awakens the long which is the resurrection is chaotic, humorous, and full of slapstick movement, echoing the original story about the return of the Sanderson's sister. The witches are resurrected, confused but eager to regain their power and reactivate their personality. Remain exaggerated when praised as a cunning, commanding leader. Sarah as a flirtatious diva, and Mary as the goofy synopsis sidekick. protagonist plan and rising action. The new protagonist, probably a group of clever, brave teens, realize that the brand uh, their journey involves comedic misadventure, magical battles, clever traps, and humorous banter. They confront the witches in a climactic showdown that involves spellcasting, creative use of magic, and teamwork. Climax, the final showdown. The climax features a soundtrack, humorous, magical humor with the spellcasting, slapstick, and clever tricks. The protagonists employ their knowledge, humor, and bravery to outwit the witches might attempt a dark ritual or a spell to regain ultimate power, but their plans are thwarted through clever counter spells, humor, or a twist that leads to their temporary punishment or imprisonment. The resolution and sequel is the film confronts the Salem's here, the witches defeated or temporarily defeated, and the new hero is celebrated. However, subtle hints or post-credit scenes suggest Witch's potential return, setting up future adventure or spin-offs. We talk about the characters, iconic and new. The original, which is their enduring charm, and new narration. Winfried Sanderson, Midler, the charismatic, cunning leader whose sharp wit and commanding pigeons still ever seen her obsession with magic, beauty, and power is worth embracing. Many King Midler's performance is layered with camp humor and subtle making her stand out. Mary Sanderson, Kathy Nelson, Philip and Goofy sidekick her obsession with smelling children are slapstick antics and her loyalty to her sister provides endless humor. Nazime's comedic timing and expensive performances make her character unforgettable. Sarah Sanderson, Sarah Jessica Parker, the plot gives diva-like sister her teaching introduction and diva person are both hilarious and slightly dangerous. Parker's performance balances humor, charm, and a touch of over the new protagonist to the heart of the modern adventure. Lloyd, a clever, brave, and humorous young person who perhaps has a familiar or mystical connection to Salem's magic or the original wishes toward supporting friend and side character, loyal companions, comic the leader, brave and humorous young person who perhaps has a familiar or mystical connection to Sam, Hachiko or the original source of it about supporting friends and side characters like animals, relief, love, interest, or quirky locals who add humor that emotional depth and chaos. Close Douglas was some ambitious rival, a dark magician, or a modern day villain seeking to harness the vicious power of personal gain. It about supporting cast and cameo, slim townspeople, medical expert, or iconic, eccentric locals. Original cast member might make cameo appearance offering nostalgia and continuity if we talk about themes and this is about film convey if we talk about nostalgia and cultural legacy. The film celebrates the original Hocus Pocus, emphasizes that some stories, character, and magic are timeless. It recognizes the franchise's cult status and aims to delight fans old and new. We talk about friendship, courage, and teamwork. The protagonist journey demonstrates that bravery, friendship, and cleverness can overcome every empowering message for viewers of all ages. If we talk about power and responsibility, the film explores the danger of unchecked magic, the importance of responsibility, and the consequences of hubris, serving as a humorous but meaningful cautionary tale. We talk about celebrating Halloween and embracing the spooky and chilly. It reinforces Helen as a time of mischief and embracing the spooky, silly, and supernatural. It got female empowerment and can the witches are portrayed as powerful, clever, and humorous women celebrating femininity, individuality, and can their personalities challenges traditional villain stereotypes. We talk about behind the scene and production detail. Development and meeting process. For the project was developed with respect for the original Valentino Slayer with fresh storytelling, the writers incorporated callbacks, meta humor, and modern reference to appeal to contemporary audience. The broadcasting and performance inside original cast, Midler as Parker, reprised their roles, bringing authenticity to the series. The cast members were chosen for their chemistry, humor, and ability to embody modern name character. Toward film publishing, toward film publishing, and registered film took place in Salem, Massachusetts, texture and the atmosphere is engaging. Visual effect table, makeup, costumes, CGI, and visual effect. Stress, transformation, and supernatural elements. Costumes and makeup. Makeup effects focus on eyes, spell effect, and supernatural features to bring magic visually to life. Background music and soundtrack. The soundtrack features spooky, fun, and modern tracks. Possibility remixes of classic Halloween songs. Improvement includes some rewrites almost to the original's music balance, comedy, and horror with dynamic camera work. Visual are learning, editing, without critical reception and audience response. Without critical reviews, mischievous critics praise performance, nostalgic callbacks, humor, and visual effects. Some critic confessing plot coherence are reliant on callbacks over original storytelling. Audience and reaction and the rhythm of the iconic, which is celebrating their performance, costumes, and humor. Travel social media, watch, searched, during releases, and sharing memes, scenes, and Halloween costume inspired by the film toward cultural impact and legacy. Now let's talk about why Hocus Pocus 2 works in its enduring popularity. Successful blends nostalgia with contemporary humor and storytelling. Celebration controversy and human empowerment. Reintroduce beloved character with freshness, ensuring the place in also inspire a new celebration, nursing social media trends. If we talk about thematic and cultural significance, Pocus to resonates because it taps into universal themes of friendship, bravery, and the joy of Halloween. It emphasizes that magic is not just about spells but about the connection we forge to the safe we embrace. The film also underscores that camp humor and a sense of fun are timeless, especially during holidays that celebrate the spooky and silly alike. We talk about final reflections and future possibility. While opinions vary, Hocus Pocus to undeniably succeeds in capturing the spirit of the original, blending humor, nostalgia, and spooky fun. Its success ensures that the Sanderson sister will continue to enchant audience for years to come, possibly paving the way for future sequels, spin-off, or even a dedicated Halloween universe. The film stands as a testament to the enduring power of storytelling, music, and the Halloween spirit, reminding us all that sometimes a little shift and a lot of humor are the best spells of all. Now let's talk about more about it. If we talk about introduction, the cultural phenomenon ignited in early 3 decades after its original release, Hocus 1993. Has grown from a modest Disney comedy into a popular Halloween staple and pop culture icon. It's a memorable character, quotable lines, campy humor, and spooky charm have endured two generations of fans. Talk about the anticipation for Pocus 2 stemmed from the desire to revisit the Salem's witches, expand their lore, and introduce their mysterious magic to a new audience while satisfying long-time enthusiasts. The film released in 2022 was met with excitement, nostalgia, and curiosity. Could it live up to the original charm? Would it bring fresh ideas? Could it honor its cult status while appealing to modern sensibilities. This is let's talk about the plot from Salem's Dark Last Woman and Bishop. Opening dark beginnings and mental with a film of unsettledness, visually striking, twist with satin. 17th century style, this historical prologue provides context about the origins of the Sanderson's history. It depicts how they first gained their magical power, the early misdeeds, and how their hubris led to their eventual downfall. This segment is to play that which origins are intertwined with Salem's history, which emphasize themes of fear, superstition, and power that balance dark history with the humor setting stage for their eventual return. So it was the review of this movie. I hope you like it, and if there was any mistake in this video, then I apologize for that. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.